Welcome back, people, I'm going to call this my calligraphy art project, or art piece number 2. Plan is, if you remember the first piece I did, which was this piece, which I liked it. It's a good starter. I thought to myself, well, I want to do another second piece now over here on this side, and then the third will be on the third page on this, and that's it. You know what I mean? So it's one piece per page, because then you haven't got to worry about this blackness side that anything shows through. So here's my plan. I'm going to create an art piece around this, around the edge, but inside I've decided I was going to do my biro and just write copperplate and put this poem All the Trees in with just my biro and just write copperplate. But I thought, no, I really want to test this paper to see if it can take calligraphy ink and if I can get this nib across it, because it does say on the book, on the front cover, it does take the nib. Do you know what I mean? There's a symbol that says nib, so I'm assuming it does take it. So we're going to give that a go. I'm not, you could say, is he going to use guidelines? I'm not going to use guidelines, people. Nope. I'm going to go straight in, hard and cold, and I'm going to be, it feels funny that I can't put I've got to put the boot like this and it's sticking right in me side here. But either way, people, you're going to see me write the title in copperplate with this, All the Trees, and I'm going to try and fit it here. Do you know what I mean? And sort of get every letter, because I want the title to be a bit bigger than the text itself. So let's get started, people. When I've done that, I'm going to cut the video so that you will come back when all the copperplate will be done and finito. But for you, here we go. We're going to do a capital A. Oh God, here we go. Right, capital A. It starts live here. I think I might go about there, and then that might just gauge all on. So I'll go about there. Yeah, about there. Capital A. And then it comes up, then hard down, and then comes up, and then you do. Actually, people, it's working quite nice. Not the straightest of A's I've ever done, but it ain't bad. Now we want a capital, no, lowercase L, which is, we're going to come from this upstroke. We're going to call, I think you can do 2 here with 1 stroke. Hey, not bad, not bad. Then we're going to have a capital T, which starts live here. That's not too bad. Then this guy starts live here. That's not bad. That is a capital, yeah, I like it. Then we want a lowercase r going in, don't we? Yeah, lowercase all the, no, we want to not lowercase h. How am I going to get the h from the t? I don't know. Not unless we do a straight H, what we used to did for. You can't go from the upstroke from the bottom of the T, can you? The lowercase h, not unless you come from this edge here and come all the way down. Do you know what I mean? So you're going to come down, and then you do a compound curve, and then that goes into the E. That's not too bad. Not straight, but that'll do. I'm happy with that. How to join them two together, I think I'm happy with that. Not the best. Then we want a capital T again, so we're going to go now. We want the R bit. Again, I'm just going to have to do this move, aren't I? Just have to come off this and come in. Yeah, then. not, I'm happy with that. That'll do. That'll do. And then we need a capital E, a lowercase e. So that'll go a lowercase e that then goes to the not quite copper plate. But you know what? I'll have that. All the trees. That's the title, people. I've done the title. And it's actually quite nice paper to write on. So I've left enough room for some decoration at the top there and around the sides. Now comes the hard bit. I'm going to now write the poem out in copper plate in smaller letters here and see how that turns out. It's a tester to see if I can actually achieve the goals of copper plate on the paper. So I'll see you guys in 3, 2, 1. Welcome back, people. Well, that was an experience, but here goes. Yeah, I like it. A few mistakes. A few mistakes on that thing, but not too bad. I messed up with, I didn't put the in there, so I had to readjust that one to call all the trees. And then I messed up with the through. I thought I was writing this one, howls, and then let's jump toward to the, but I managed to rectify it and put through. Other than them two mistakes, it's not bad. I'll zoom in a little bit. It ain't bad, mate. I like it. No guidelines. It's all freehand, going rogue with copper plate, but not bad. Now comes the hard task, people. What do I do with the design? I don't know, see. I'm thinking, let me just push it up a little bit more. There you go. I'm thinking about going crazy with it, with the design, like bringing a branch through it, yeah, and then big leaves coming off it with trees maybe here or whatever. I don't know. I'm not doing the border styles. This deserves, I think, a picture of some kind. I'm thinking about using these, not doing watercolour, but using these Derwent watercolour pencils as just colouring pencils. Do you know what I mean? I'm thinking this green, is it a green? Yeah, it says lime green. I'm wondering, there's only one way to do it, and that's just do it, innit? But we want a brown, don't we? Of course, we want a brown. I'm hoping this is drying off now. Is that a brown? I think it is. So look at that one. Is it a red or a deep red? We don't want deep red. Get away. Let's try this one. That says a rose colour. Let's have a test. Oh, I don't like that one. That's no good. Where's a brown? There's a brown. Let's have a go brown. It ain't that bad. I think it could work, people. Well, let's. You know me. I'm an all-in kind of guy. Sod it. Let's put a little branch coming off here. I was thinking about going through the letters, so that the whole point of the poem is that we have this branch that comes all the way through and maybe splits off comes off at this side here and has another little thing. I'm taking a risk here, people. Do you know what I mean? I'm taking a big risk. If it doesn't work, then my design idea isn't going to work, is it? So this one comes up and comes through the poem itself. And off the page, of course. Okay, we're getting somewhere. I think it works to a point. You can't really see it because I haven't really done any shading and stuff. But yeah, it sort of works. Okay, I've got this thing going through and you can still read it. I want to lightly shade it now with this pencil, if you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, lightly shade it. I might give it some body, but keep that the shade to that, the darker shade to that side of the branch. Do you know what I mean? Leave the odd bit. I think it works. I think it works, people. Then I'll have another little shade on this side. Can you see this? Only just. this is what's in my head, you know, an arty-farty look about it. I think that sort of works, you know what I mean? And then we'll add some greenery to it, or maybe a darker, is that brown? I can't bloody read. Red, rose, come on, give us a brown. Is that a brown? Terracotta, no, not terracotta, that's a dark brown. That's a brown. Here we go. I'm wondering if I can keep, I wonder if I should stay with this brown. Oh, it's tough. This is called burnt ember. That's a burnt ember stick. I'm thinking about putting a second branch somewhere coming off, but I don't want it like that. Well, I'm all in now. I don't want it perfect either, people. Do you know what I mean? I don't want this to be perfect. If it's perfect, it's no bloody good, is it? And then after that, we'll bring little twigs going off it. Do you know what I mean? That's the idea behind it. And then we'll add some leaves, sort of. Well, I'm going to carry on having a little play with this guy and designing a look about it. When you come back, the finished piece will be finished, and then we can assess it. This is my plan, this is my idea. Wait for your greens going in and perhaps the odd orange one down and above, but trying to keep this as clean as I can down here, do you know what I mean? With a few bits of green leaves, not too much. So I'll see you guys for the finished piece in 3, 2, 1. Welcome back, people. Well, here we go. I've done it. There's my first attempt at doing something design-wise and not calligraphy, but basic handwriting. And then my second attempt is here. It ain't bad. I thought I could do it with just the colour pencils and not adding water, but I thought I don't like what I've done. So I thought, what I'll do is I'll add a bit of watercolour to it, and add a bit of water to it, and then I was all in. I thought, well, now what do I do? I thought I'd give it a hill to sit on, and then this sort of became a mess down here. And then I thought, oh, one big tree will do, without the branches, do you know what I mean? And we'll have these two cutting across it. I like the idea. And just 2 leaves, do you know what I mean? Just to symbolise like leaves. But here's the poem. It's called All the Trees. All the trees would gobble me up. Trees sway and curses the blue sky. The wind howls through the branches, making sounds of interference, defragmenting, getting lost within the maze of nature and the smells of evergreen foliage. A cry of excitement and joy. All the trees would gobble me up. And that's a simple poem I wrote a long time ago, and I just wanted to see what it looked like with inside copper plate, and it doesn't look too bad with the other effects. It isn't how I thought it was going to come out, but I'm happy. I'm happy-ish, and I'm ecstatic, but I learned something. It does take calligraphy ink. The calligraphy ink doesn't come through on the other side. Watercolour though, you can see how it crinkles. Yeah, I won't be doing watercolour. So I'm going to try and stick this book. See, this is what I wanted to do. Learn different techniques, different mediums. How can I apply different things to the book? So I know now it does do calligraphy ink, and I can do proper copper plate on it. So that's good. Let me know what you think, people. Here it is. All the trees, poem, and a simple design. Hopefully, people, you're liking this. For the third one, I'm going to create a brand new poem, and I might do some handwriting and some simple-ish border styles to go with it. That's my third one. So hopefully you come back for that one, people. But I like it. It ain't bad. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you for the K practice. See you guys. Bye now.